Hello, guys. Anna here, Heart of Match Guarantee. Um, yeah, so sorry. Today we have topic top 10 Ukrainian women's shit tests and how to pass them. And we will talk about not how they test you, but how to pass those tests, right? So who haven't watched 2 days ago, and we will include it in description below, Joseph done shit test that man can apply, how to check woman. So I believe that we meet each other, and we're very new to each other. We do this, like unconsciously mostly, just like intuitively mostly, right? But then we prepare for you like really educational lessons, and so you can maybe something that you normally wouldn't look for, especially since you're dating Slavic woman, so it's very different culture and different things important. So here I believe you can learn a lot from this video. So I'm sorry if I will speak a little bit I don't know, slow or stupid. I'm sick a little bit today, and like as all of us actually, Joe even more than me, and all five of us now. It's like not home, but it just looks like a hospital. but, but okay, and we'll go through it. so um so let's talk about like number one test, right? So if yours her type, yeah, she test, she's when you meet, she's listen to you, her voice. Yeah, thank you guys. She listens, she look how you looks, how you look, and then she also smells you, in person when you meet, right? There is I mean, you can be great match to each other, but if you have some like you find each other smell the way you smell like not applicable, it just can be, this is, you cannot help here really. But about other things, about looks, I just, guys, encourage you to be honest when we do introduction first, like if you talk about our couples, right, through letter. So please don't lie about your your height and everything. It should match, everything that you tell, it should be real. Because I heard about situation like after, I don't know, 1 year of building relationship and knowing each other very good, when they meet, the woman was realizing that he is much smaller than he first say in his introduction. This is actually first what women look for in portfolio of the man when she been introduced, or she meet him in the street, simply because she wants him to be taller, because this is her one of part of her safety and security need. Yeah, physically be protected by men or have this feeling, so it's much easier to feel protected when man is taller. So yeah, so those things just should be naturally matched. And your smell also. And yeah, and just like when you go in, when you choose lady, like I don't know, 2 + 2 points, in SMV, it's just like naturally much easier to match, right? But if you go like +4 +5 points SMV, it just turns into very difficult journey. Okay, so yeah, good evening for all of you guys. So next, what Ukrainian woman, Slavic woman do, it's her next she test. It's she actually, she's very good at reading you between the lines, like um we are not culture where we will like be asking you questions, like there is some type of question that we find inappropriate, but the way she structured dialogue, it helped her to get those answers, but just asking not very indirect questions. So she will be asking you a lot questions, and clarifying if she doesn't understand something, and she extracts a lot of useful information from your answer, and then she both listen to your answer itself, but then between the lines, and she also listen to your vocabulary, the way you speak. So it give her better it give her possibility to better understand you and understand your beliefs. And so, for example, if you like if you speak and tell her, like, you always buy food at at shops with discounts, it just like she can summarize from this, maybe like you're not a stable provider, you have problems with finances, that you have to live such economical life, like she just observe, she doesn't make like conclusions quickly, but she just observe all information you say. Or like if your vocabulary just like full of the best deals, the best way to save, or like the cheapest way to live or something, she also it also tells, like she just measure it with her, with her beliefs and her like lifestyle, the way she lives, and just like seeing if this is what she also like bring her joy. I really know some Ukrainian women who try to live very economical life and just like buy the most cheapest and like the most and they really they enjoy it, like I would say. But I don't know a lot of them. Normally it's just older generation people, where they used to like they go through a lot of different things, challenges, and just I don't know, from their insecurities, live this way. And so when woman meet man and she hears all of that things, right, it's normally set her up with the fears about safety and security, especially if she's considering giving up her life, in Ukraine and moving to his country. So it's always um it can be, it can be tough for in your relationship. So please, I understand you can be like, I don't know. In Ukraine, actually, you cannot be surprised with cannot have sticker shock, um, um, because um, because prices work in different way, right? Like I went with my mom 2 days ago in a shop here in Canada, just like grocery shop, and she was like start to convert it to green, and it's a little bit was like shocking for her. So if something shocking for you, just like make sure wherever you go with her and your dating experience, if you invite her in the restaurant, make sure prices there, so you will not be um you will not be sitting there with like face like, oh, like and telling her, listen, we can order only coffee, so please don't do that. um if you on this journey, there is will be expenses, so you need to be prepared for them, and just not not complaining about this, because every of your complaint just set her with beliefs that like it just triggers her possible insecurities with you in the future, right? Because like she knows her lifestyle in Ukraine, what she can wherever she has job, he has her flat, so like to one of the big factors of men's success when woman in a woman, to make decision to give up on everything and move to him, she need, besides on other things that match, right, she need to feel that it will be secure step for her, right? Because woman, she's looking for security with a man, traditional woman, okay? So maybe it's differently in the West, but we talk about Ukrainian Slavic women. Okay, let's move on. Then so that's what we come to this next point, which is huge, so there is her sheet test about to meet her safety and security needs, which is a lot of in different ways. So I talk a little bit about different examples. So by behavior, she see by reaction to various events, by answering question, she immediately clear who you are. She wants to see protection on many different levels. So like she wants to see that are you adequate person, that you will not hurt her physically, emotionally, that you're not abuser, right? So she make a lot of different testing for you, which we talk about during all this video. And so, yeah, basically it's just like, it's not like just something that she's okay. Thank you very much. It's my scarf, Joe.
Careful,
Please.
it's very hot.
Thank you very much.
So, honey, did I pass the shit test? You guys, sicker than a dog.
Calling my scarf, Joe.
Did I pass the shit test? Because it's a shit test, right? Care, has she covered that yet? Hey guys, we have a little announcement here. And his birthday tomorrow.
Everybody's sick.
Happy birthday.
They will be sick together.
Happy early birthday, honey.
Okay, cool. Happy birthday. Go get well. This will be the best present, so we can do something, right, guys? When you don't have health, you don't want nothing in life. No, actually, you want. You just want to lay down in a cozy bed. Yeah, turning 20, my 26. Becoming younger every day. So, yeah. So, yeah, what I was talking. So she wants to see that you're adequate person, right? So, and again, it's not guys just coming like, okay, now I will test you, No, this is just intuitively women do, Woman, she's just structured very differently from man. Men like more analytical, woman just more intuitive. Like this is what feminine energy does to woman. Like some things can be not matching with like, I mean, not rational, but she's just like she navigate with her feelings, which is not rational, right? So it's a big part, success of the man. It's satisfying her security needs. So one of the, for example, from first time when you meet, she's looking, for example, the way you dressed, right? And I understand this is very different in the West. It just not tells you nothing about like person, but for Slavic women, it just tells you like, if you in some, I don't know, dirty. She reads a lot about this, for first it should be clean clothes, like they want to see that man cares about himself. It's like it's just reflecting, if man don't care about himself, like he don't care about, he don't know how to care about other person, like or at least like, I mean, it's just natural flow, where people exchange care, right? What is relationship? And so if it's very like, I don't know, dirty old clothes, even not maybe dirty but very like old, maybe you just cannot provide for yourself to buy something like something new. So again, this is just triggers her insecurities. And then again, if you overdressed, I don't know, have like something very, I mean, overdressed, I don't know how really to say, but just like the way your style, it just tells about the personality. Maybe you're very creative, which is great, but maybe you just like, I don't know, have all over your rings and everything. Maybe a very like centric person, maybe egoistic, she will look just very, very, cautiously like about like her prayer evaluation. She will continue to research if this suggestion what she make about you based on her appearance, if it's how to say, if it's legitimate, if it's real, or it's just Yeah. And then honestly, it's a big factor of attraction too, right? That you want to experience first when you meet. You guys also don't like uh, when uh, uh, when woman is, when she come on a date with you in a house coat. You're not really appreciative about this. You want to see her, that she's preparing for you, right? And this is something that very natural in Slavic culture. When woman, like man, she's preparing for herself for a date. So um please guys, uh yeah, check your clothes, check your nails, should be cutted, brush your teeth, comb your hair, all these things, please. I love his jeans. Okay, let me clarify here. It's not about branding, okay? Like, they don't really look for brands. I mean, it can tell you something. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I talk about myself. Maybe some women look. Um, Yeah, thank you very much. I don't think this is about like brand. It's just more about, yeah, for most of women. Okay, if you talk about maybe woman who is very rich and look for certain lifestyle, herself, she's looking, maybe like brands can just tell her about his social class. But if you talk about average woman, okay, average woman, no, this is just about being just accurate, being just clean, being, yeah, it's not about brand. Like, um, just uh, not, old clothes that already breaking on you, and just like, I don't know, too much stretch and just like hanging. mm, we had situation before when we lived in cave, when with Joe, when he had to bring client just to change his clothes just before date, to go to buy him something. I would say men in the West, they dress very different, and Ukrainian women, they really really like when men dress sharp. But again, I want to add here, I know situation like even my, not friend, but something like this woman that I know very good. She's in a relationship with American man now for like already 2 years, or no, or more actually, yeah. And she said that I really like his personality, everything, but like the way he dressed, she was telling me when she first time meet him, or I don't know, this is like, I don't know, 80s or something. And she said, but I don't know, like, I guess, a woman can be very, helpful in the way man dress, you can fix this basically. If woman wants a really relationship and she see that he's decent, nice person, like, she's she say, okay, I will take care about this, we will just go shopping and I will just be his stylist. But um if he has like, very difficult personality, or like, I don't know, he's arrogant or those things, you cannot really change this. So um I don't think this is kiss of the death, the way you dress. But for some women, yeah, it can be big push, 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 no, like, no thank you, like, not everybody will ready to be your, stylish. And again, she can make wrong conclusions if it's very old or bad dress, like, I mean, bad dress, not dress, please don't wear a dress on a date. Very old clothes. She can just make conclusions of you being, you have hard time to provide for yourself in life, so why would you want family? So I don't want to make you perceive this way, right? um then about her, like, again, it's a part of her safety and security need that man is confident, charismatic, but it's just like, it's those things, if man confident, he normally charismatic. Charisma cannot be without confidence, right? So it's again Slavic culture. What woman wants follow man, right? And if man, here there, he don't know where he's going, he's not confident, it just like, it's not attractive to woman, because she simply doesn't feel safe and secure. Again, this is part of her need. And so in this case, a timid, handsome man will definitely lose to a less handsome but confident one. So I always like say, you guys, that's quality of yours, uh, confidence in something very important to work on. In our like matchmaker, I will always ask, like, do you have like experiences before even match guarantee, how it was? And she told me story of one like very physically looking, even like he has like two lips, this like not two, like four lips, or no, because rabbit lips it calls. So if man would like he has his appearance already, by nature, um not very, okay, it you know okay, what I want to say, that he's in a worse position than a lot of guys, who doesn't have, by nature, like things that make them not as attractive, right? But his confidence levels was so high, and he know what he wants, and he actually got married, and successfully, and still married, still with this woman for like many years. And it just like was very like nice experience for matchmaker to see that confidence for man, it's just like super super important. He could choose, he could, this guy with his physical like mm, not good appearance could choose way, to be like, to live life, I like i'm I'm not enough to be, to date, or like I'm not good enough to be loved, whatever. Based on his appearance, he can shut his personality, or like be not enough confident. But he actually, you see, he choose and he push his confidence, and it helped him. He it was not, he didn't perceive that as his he aware of that, but he trained his other qualities that really perform the best. And it was real story, and you can all learn from this, how important confidence for Ukrainian women, which is which is opposite, right, in the West. Like, I mean, not opposite, but I mean, kind of, like, I mean, if you're not handsome, you have much more difficult way to, to be successful with women, or like women to consider you to date, right? So, well, in Ukraine, if you're charismatic, even if you have issues with your appearance, it's just very different story. You have much more possibility to succeed. So next shit test, it's what's your temper? Are you aggressive with a bad temper, or are you patient and understanding, nice guy? So, for example, she's doing I think this is all women do, just very intuitively. A lot of Ukrainian women, they just late for the first date, even for second date, even later. I mean, she's late, and so she's looking she's looking to see your reaction, what you will do about this, what you will tell her. And so she will make a lot of conclusions about this. If you uh, if you will be angry, um, if you lose control, and you will have like over emotional reaction about this, she found this, it's a feminine feature, she finds this feminine thing, because masculine thing, it's what, it's be calm and be very, grounded, and be very calm and firm, right? And so if she see moon in man in, I don't know, PMS, period, and like, shaking, and like, I don't know, um losing control, and just like going crazy, and just very offensive, or whining, this is all perceived like, okay, woman not interested to date woman. Ukrainian woman wants to date man, as you want to date woman, right? So be a man then. And embracing yourself, masculine features of yours. And so we get what you're saying. We are all know those guys who have swan in gym, built like a Greek god, but disappears in public. Mm-hmm. Yes, Eric. So yeah, it's important part for for men's success, to to be able to be in control of your of your of your temper, of your emotions. I don't say you need to like you need to you know not working in them, denying them, ignoring them. No, but just there is a right time to look in. There is a right time and right place to deal with all these things, and it's definitely. I remember one time I come and I was late for 10 minutes, and and man was so much like, I don't know, I felt like I'm the worst person in my life. I mean, I had so much things throw at me. And actually he was Canadian, and he was like, yeah, navigating that in Canada this is the top of like rude thing that you can do. Okay, I'm getting this, but you're not in Canada, and like we have our reasons why we do this. And then I felt like, I seeing his reaction and making me, everything that he throw at me, and I felt like and I was trying to actually make him aware that I'm late, but I didn't have connection, in underground, and so I sent messages, but they didn't went through, and it was like 10 minutes, and I was like, since God, it's for me was blessing, that I've done this, and that's like I saw that, he's gone, and I was grateful and never met him. And so I know for a lot of women, your reaction at small things at the early stages, it just shows, how adequate you are, how, this is just late for 10 minutes. This is one situation. And then when real will be some some situation, stressful situation, how you will be in this situation if that's your, that's how the way you go through this, nobody dies, right, in like in 10 minutes if you're late. So I remember I've done the same thing when I met Joe. When I go on a date, I was like, okay, he's Canadian. So, and I don't do this purposely, but somehow I'm late. So, and I was like, okay, we'll see again, we'll be like this storm, or and like I thought, okay, maybe Canadian not for me if it will be again like this. But I remember he was like, he actually, what he was doing while he was waiting me? He was picking other girls on the street. Joseph turned, oh, better you don't watch this. So I understand okay, he's, he's not losing his time. He's not like, he's not feeling desperate, for me. He's not blaming me that I'm late. Okay, he told me I read just at the moment when I met him, he was taking another girl telephone number, and he was telling, oh, I'm looking for her to work as a coach, I was like, okay, coach, of course. I also, my relationship starts with him with discussing work, right? Okay, that's me type. I always think I don't deserve to be loved or to be with someone. Or Andy, all here, Okay, guys, I'm seeing you here, and I know that I can help you, and I'm preparing myself to move in this direction and trying to organize the best, like, effective way to actually deal with you. I didn't talk about this to Joe, but I think it will be group coaching, because I believe it will be the most effective way. And this is just something. This is you know when it's so deep, I just, what you can start, you just like, there is a nice affirmation you can find. There is one woman who was performing with all one one presentation all over the world, which was named, Joseph, don't press this, please. uh, I'm enough. You can find this beautiful meditation, I'm enough, and that's what you can start from now. Just listen every day to it. But also, I mean, I just like, this is just one side of the work. It just like there is a need, individual help. But it can help, at some like on some level. Okay. So Joseph just wanted to take me from point, right? Or what he was doing well. But like, for me it's better than, like, I mean, to see this, that guy is Joe was, how I react to this. um, you know Ukrainian woman not attracted to man when she feels he's desperate. If man like put her on pedestal and like just like lay like shaking, like, just like, you might the one, just I will do for you, I will bring you star from the sky. No, they don't want this. They want just man with a healthy self-esteem, self-love. I mean, if you talk about a woman who is also healthy, okay, not physically, mentally. If there can be situation, right, where woman wants this kind of treatment, but it's just very um, outside of normality. We talk about like mainstream, major. So so guys, even when I made video about this, about women being late and just like be more patient and flexible and understanding, and I posted on our Magic Guarantees channel, I saw a lot of guys was writing in comments like, oh, this is so like narcissistic, or some like so many like so I understand those guys would not pass this test. And this is woman test of you, to see you in small details, because there is a perception, and there is a perception how we do small things, we do big things in life. So to test you on these small things, to see how she will be going with you through major crisis, which will happen in a family, especially international family. You guys, if you think that you will get married and everything will be like roses and like sunny days, no, it will be, there will be challenges, you cannot escape them. But the way how you go through them, it's important, right? And she wants to see if you're not this type of man who she will move to you. And I don't know, you see, in Ukrainian news, they show only scary story, like man killed his Ukrainian, Western man who married Ukrainian, kill her, and girls watch this, and what do you think it's due to them? What is due to them? It just feed their curiosity about international dating. She feel much more secure dating men from own culture. At least she know what she's dealing with. um she can somehow find out, I don't know, about family, like she's in her world. There is a way to check people. But going having first need safety and security and going so far away abroad, this is very, very risky for her. So if you will not pass on safety and security test, this is case of that. If you will be and honestly, I don't think guy who doesn't have any patient, who doesn't have any I don't know, who is arrogant and just like anger people, I don't know, I don't think international marriage is for you. Sorry to say, but I don't think um international marriage, it require not less but more work, because this is two different cultures. So there is a lot of things need to be understood, and a lot of patience should be shown to each other. And so if you guy that don't consider yourself having passion, yeah, I or at least considering yourself, like, you will need to put effort, in this. This relationship will not exist on its own. Some clients of us, they was coming to me with like, I just want wife to be, I just like, I have my business, I have my busy life, I just want wife to be. But hello, when you have animal, at home, you need to take care, like dog, see how much time you spend and how much care you give. And like woman, and it's another person, another human at your home. She cannot be there on her own. It's you will need to put your time, effort, your emotions to build this relationship, to make it work. It's another person, right? So another unconsciously woman what can do from, if all of a sudden your angel girl that you start to date, it reminds me this movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, remember? Or you can see a lot of tests from this movie, right? So, oh, actually, this is very good. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's a lot of instructions for you there. So, into if she is turned into capricious, stubborn bitch, you know, then it's very likely that she's testing your limits of patience and anger. And so just don't always just look straight. What happening. This is maybe part of her testing again. Um, wherever she, I don't know, she become very picky about where to go, how to spend time, or she changed her mind like 20 times, and she just want to see if you can keep up with this, and what's your reaction, how you react. Just not stable, very emotionally, like it can be part of your testing too, very easily, you know. The next type of she tests, it's, are you weak? What women do, she wants every caring women, every, I cannot even, like, without exception, I say, they all want men to be strong. They want to be women to live in their feminine position, in, like, they know they actually their they know their strongness comes from their weakness. So they don't want to compete with nobody. So they want to see this strong man who know where he's going. And so women often especially check where you push over, or you're a strong man, where you, whether you can insist on what you want, or whether you have no spine and just like do whatever she wants. And generally speaking, Ukrainian women, they don't want this, pushover man. And again, this is just put your, relationship balanced, healthy relationship is always like, it's this it's this circle where, you give, you give to each other, and this is just like, it's even, it's exchange of energy, right? An exchange of care, exchange of, time, and in, and so when it's, when it's this balance, when, which is happen when man gives woman everything she wants, it just like it leads to position when women just use you. But women build emotional connection, emotional, how to say, emotional bridge to you, where she invests her energy, her time, her conversation, her care into you. That's how she build basically your love to her love to you. And so if she's not giving, just receiving, this is very like kind of parasite, relationship where you know where no happiness. Like I know some people going in this relationship with this setup, but it just comes from traumas, when one person allowed to love and another just like non-stop receive. But this is not healthy way of, and this is definitely doesn't lead nobody to happiness in those relationship. So if guys, you those guys who just like, push over and just like giving yourself all in relationship, uh this is somewhere some things for therapy, for individual therapy, to go why you behave like this in relationship, and just like it will never bring you to balance. And this balance is this balance in relationship of give accept, it always leads to unhappiness. Also guys, if you're in this position where you I don't know, cannot buy flowers for women, because I know this situation too. Like, I am on myself gift, why I need to anything to give to woman, this is also you will be quickly kicked out from her list of potential. What Anna said yesterday. Okay, давай, Joseph. Just want to show. Okay, Joseph, I will talk about the roses. We will come to it later. Why are you sure about this? About giving. Mm, like if you really like woman, and so you don't want to put, you don't want to put her in place that uh, you know, you want her to make feel that she's really, if you really like her, you will show this with certain action. For example, bringing her beautiful bouquet of flower, but not one rose. For me honestly, one rose it's worse than no flowers, because it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know why this come to me on my mind. uh Joseph, I'm trying to give you example of what it can be. I don't know, it's just like, I was thinking about sex was not orgasm, but it's probably too much what those things come. It's probably even no. Okay. um where is chat? Okay, I'm allowed to sing today slowly. Sorry, I told you. It just shows me, okay, if man bring me one rose, what I feel. First, I don't know. I'm not that. He's not that interested in me. First, second, he's greedy. Third, probably he goes on 100 dates, and so he don't want to overspend, and so he buy only one rose. What else? And so, like, if man not really into me, he has so many options, and he's like very like, so this is all that my, theories, right, about having one rose. And so then I need to test my theories, while I'm talking to the guy, right? And so, like, for me, I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I got one rose in my life, but it was like when I was working in company, and just like they was presenting, we have a lot of women, and so they have to present, for each woman rose. It was from company or from like, so it's okay, just like symbol. Or somebody give you on the street one rose, like it's just very symbolic, right? But if you go in a relationship with a man that wants, consider yourself, and um rose theory, because considering yourself, of serious relationship, creating a family, and this man comes with you with the one rose, it's just like all your, I don't know, all your fantasies, and especially guys, especially if you have relationship in distance and you already built relationship in some way, like to a certain level, and then you show up with one rose. Oh, if you don't if you show up with no rose, I can at least like somehow try to like justify, okay, shops was closed, okay, he's from Western culture, maybe he don't know they need to, so I can find a way to justify it, like. But one rose, I understand he went there and he purposely bought me one rose. So guys, please don't ever bring one rose for date, because it's like really, it creates a lot of questions to you, and it's give opposite effect. From pleasure in woman's eyes, it set her with a like, this is my value for you, yeah, this is one short rose, right, really, yeah. So yeah, maybe this is open-minded for you, strange, but I'm the woman share my own. Or how about 2 months long distance relationship and still no flowers, and any idea who I might be talking about? I understand guys don't want to send immediate, but I don't know, within a week, if you start relationship, it's a needed, you guys don't have a lot of chances actually uh, to make your presence through the relationship in distance, and flowers, this is one of the way that kind of create your presence in her life, physical presence through flowers. So I don't know why you resist this simple thing that, you know um has no chance with such behavior. Yeah, definitely. Like, because wherever you write, girl, it's always words. But flowers, this is actually action. This is always action. And so, as you know, Ukrainian women look into action, men's action, not into words. You can blah, blah, blah to the moon and back, but then what you do, that's what we talk to her. Okay, so next it's she tests you. Can you protect her against physical threats, danger? Are you bold, strong minded, stand up against aggressors to protect family? Yeah, I mean, it's not necessary she will create the situation. I don't believe women can just provoke some mad to um, to do something bad to her so she can see what you would do. I don't think she will like purposely stage it. But if something like this will happen, she will definitely, take from this experience. She will give you point or take it from you. And take big. Trust me. If something really dangerous happened and you just like run away, I don't know, didn't express nothing, it just like it's her safety and security again. It's huge basic need, and it's a failure will be if you will not stand up for her. I don't say being crazy, no, but it can be even, I don't know, maybe even emotional abuse also can be, I don't know. But I think men need to have some reaction, some reaction, adequate reaction. Okay. How can I give you a rose with a long distance relationship? Oh, there is a lot of websites you can buy on um, online. It's nowadays this is not a problem for a man in distance relationship. Yeah, Flowers UI, the simplest one in Ukraine. They give you photo report of with delivery. Thank you. Just Google help you. Then she tests about like what lifestyle you have, right, and see if it matches with her lifestyle and her expectations about how it should be, right. um I never heard about like situation when woman directly can ask you about like how much you make, This is just very, very, very inappropriate question in Slavic culture. So like, I know you guys just tell it. You've been asked, not asked. You tell how much you make, how much you have in the bank. It's just all this conversation just super strange for Ukrainian women. Just learn not to talk about money at all, especially at the beginning of relationship. And so if girl ask you, for me, honestly, it would be a red flag. Why she would even like came up with this topic, because this is just like, I have no idea how much money my brother make, his wife, like I have no idea. It never was area of my interest, because like this is the way we live in a Slavic culture. When we have social, if something will come up about like, it might be about profession at some point, just like, I don't know, it's a part of your interest, of your what you're doing, but not about like how much you make, or conclusions about this. But again, this is will be not first question, okay, not second question, maybe later, somewhere. Mostly it's everything about personal things, people asking about families, about where you live, or like, I don't know, hobbies, whatever. Traveling, people talking about like those things, but not about how much money people make. But of course, if women live certain lifestyle, I don't know, travel 4 times abroad, and like she has certain expectations, she will find a way, not indirectly, to find out what's your income, but or at least it's not even interested number of your income, but just like understand from your lifestyle, you know what she can expect from you. Of course, woman, if she um if she very like financially set, she don't want to be a sponsor for a man, right? But if she is like average woman, of course, she wants to, from your answers, to understand that you're financially stable, to see that you're stable. And yeah, so she's asking about your questions about your lifestyle, what education you have, what hobbies can tell a lot, right? If you have if you have hobbies at all, because a lot of us just like, it's also the time, your resources. It's not only money, but it's also time. Like if person have time for hobbies, um obviously you would find time for relationship, right? A lot of Ukrainian women, they scare when they talk to Western man and just realizing he's talking only about work, and like that's everything he do in life. She's freaking out. Like when I moved to him, and so he's always at work, and when we will have relationship, when we will have time to do anything together, right? So guys, please, if you want relationship, and if you go there, yeah, make sure you will have time for them. And just like the way you structure your conversation, make sure will be place for women, and like describing, I don't know, on answering question how you see your life together, that there will be common activities or things that you see in common. Like, I don't know, if you like walking on the woods together, so you will have time for those things. If you like sport, you can go sport together, to do. So she asked you a question like where you travel. The same question man ask woman, right? To see her lifestyle, how often you travel. And so in all these questions, she understand your level, like that you can provide a lifestyle, and she see, if it's matched with her expectations. And so, yeah. And if it happened, I don't know, you really like this woman, and you know that she's really she's really nice. If it happened that she asked directly as an, I don't know, exception, but I don't know. For me, honestly, as I said, this will be red flag. But if it happened, I advise you guys never give a direct answer on this question. It's very normal in Ukrainian culture, just give not direct answers, okay? You just give like something enough to live happily. That's what Ukrainian man would answer on this question, okay? Never. A lot of Ukrainian women have no idea how much their husbands make. They know about idea about their, like, men pay bills, men pay, I don't know, house, whatever. They have no idea how much. They have money for their dress, cosmetics, whatever they make their own. But for like basic things, men provide. And just like Ukrainian man doesn't feel that he's needed to report this to woman. So that's how it is. So that's why this question even never in the mind of Ukrainian women. Okay, next one, very, very important. As I told about Ukrainian women and their love languages, and this beautiful book of 5 languages, I said there is one more, 6 love language of Ukrainian women specifically. It's love language of feeling care, and man cares. And so, like, I see again, like, which is very opposite from Western women, as I understand. They like feel independent. They don't want men to care. They like, I can do everything on my own, which is yeah, and like, which is very opposite in Ukraine. Woman actually wants to man to be around and to care and to show with the actions, not just words, but words as well, so like that he cares. So for example, if you start to date her and all of a sudden she got cold, or headache, or I don't know, um she definitely wants to, like, to see that you have to reaction to it, and not just like by words, saying her, I wish you to get back well. But I don't, depends where, if you if you live together, of course you expect you um to make tea for her, right? Like Joseph, that's why he asked me, did I pass shit test? I told him before live stream, please bring me tea. And so, yes, it would be not nice if he would ignore it. So, and so, yeah, woman wants to be, she wants to, like, naturally balanced woman. She has like this caregiver nature, and so in times where she is weak, and she um she wants to see that men are able to do this, because normally woman give like, like care on physical level, take care about house, about like, food and health of all people, but in these times when she's weak, she wants really to see that back, right, that she's, appreciated by her man, I don't know, um she wants to see this love back, and so it's very normal. And so when, for example, our one of our couples, they was dating, and she went into hospital, and so I just say her, like, wish her to get back well. But hospital in European country, like, it was expensive, and like, and he could actually fly to her because they already met, this is like, was, they was developing a relationship. But he was not even, I don't know if he answered anything, but the question that if man freaking out, like, to um, to send money to help with the treatment, or like, I don't know, to send fruits to, for vitamins, um, to buy necessarily, medicine, or just like to fly to be with her. You can fly, like, you can fly and be with her there, it depends on how serious it is. And I know, so like, I know this couple break up because a woman in this situation, like, she feel like he don't care, and so why would I want to be with a man who's not caring? And I know other our couples who is successful. And so one situation was when she got sick, he sent her a nice bouquet of flower, just like with very nice supportive words, like, just to bring her mood up, uplifting. And another situation was very serious. Our woman had cancer, and man flew to her and was there with her all time, and then later he had some, like, I mean, it's just like, mm, um you understand? Yeah, right. Okay, if so, a man buys a house during the marriage, or a Ukrainian wife doesn't expect her name to be put on a title. Um, in Ukraine, we have law that, like, if you already register officially, right, your marriage, man cannot buy without wife, like being mm, having no notice about this. Like, she should be put signature that she knows that he's buying. And then if you divorce, in case you divorce later, everything that you bought together, it should split 50-50. Everything that you bought together, by law. But in reality, I don't know really if it's work like that. But yeah, if really you can sell something, and but everything that man have before her, doesn't matter how many houses, whatever businesses, it's all his. If they split, she doesn't pretend or nothing of that, so it's all his. So that's like that. Yeah, but I mean, normally houses, those things in Ukraine, they buy mostly without um not in payments, so normally what happened, people just collecting money from everywhere, like, just borrowing money, and just like from relatives, I don't know. So it's always like two people involved, so that's why it's normally they split it. If they split, they split it this, because normally, it's something that they do this purchase together. Yeah. And so another example of care, when men can show care at the very early stages, right, where they just meet, and you went on a date, and mm, date finished late. And I know the situation too in our, like, in Kiev, when we were, one woman was like, can you just tell, this man, he's really nice, but like, we finished date at 11 p.m. and then I have to take underground, and then like underground to get home, and then I have like several, like two more, transportation to get home, and it's very late, and I feel very, like, I really feel like dangerous, and it's late, and so um I mean, it was older couple, and that's why was woman, like, was kind of like, she was shy to tell him directly. But anyway, younger woman, she would just make, if you would do this thing, send her late at night at home, no, and I don't know, very far away. I don't know if will be second date, honestly, just because of that. And so um and in Ukraine, no, the taxi is not expensive as like in, I mean, if you can go even with her, but what normally, I mean, that's how Joseph, even when he was dating me, he was sending me by taxi, and then he was acting like a very safe, come back safe home, like together with message, right? And I feel like, oh, he cares, like it's nice, really. It's just like boom, 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 boom. It's just like you get points with each of your action, especially at the early stage. You just like evaluate every small thing that she experienced with you, and just like understanding, okay, how it can be later in a bigger thing. So thinking about those things, it's important, again, safety and security. Yeah, she left you and go, and she feels now, not secure at night at home, and like, I And guys, you know what I can add here? Ukrainian women sometimes they like when you offer them taxi when date finish, they're like, no, no, I will take underground. They don't want you to feel like they don't want to obligate you, you know. But then when Ukrainian women say no, no, thank you, it doesn't mean no, no, thank you. You still need to order taxi because they like they it's a feature of I don't know, a lot of Ukrainian women like they wanted to be good girls, you know, decent ladies. That's who they are, you know. But they because they don't want you to perceive them as like very mercantile, you know, or like, and so they say no. But in reality, this is another test they do to you, you know. If you will insist in her comfort and safety, you know, and order in taxi, or just like with her no, let her go, you know. And so a lot of women they go by underground, but then okay, will be second date because you already offered, right? But it's also you kind of lose point because you didn't insist. It's really fucked up, right, guys? But it is what it is. You can learn, you can laugh at this, you can, you know. But if you want Ukrainian women, no, it's not always no. You just need to you just need to like, if you know this is will, okay, ask yourself when this is you, if you have any way to bring her more safety and security with any action that you can do and win this trust of her and just win these points, just do it. This is no brainer. So to order her taxi late at night, this is her safety and security, and that's points that you want to win, get from her, like, you know, to make her fall in love with you. As I said, you woman, you conquer her heart, and you conquer her how? By actions, by doing actions. Then she's of course, as I talked before, she's testing you, uh, how much a man is able and ready to give her time, attention, money, any resources, you know. um, she's testing him on self-respect, flexibility, generosity, and character. If you're constantly ready to give without receiving almost anything in return, be ready that she will just use you. And that's what I always say, it's just should be balance about what, you know, you give and you receive, you know. um and receive, you know, like, I don't know. You don't run after women who not, you know, express interest in you. I don't know, or she's just not, you know, your type. She's cold bitch, and you just like constantly try to buy her love. That's what sometimes you guys do, but it doesn't work like that. You know, there should be something mutual spark and mutual desire. But okay, woman plays this game like, okay, not play this game, but she's just like, she just keep distance by checking you in many sheets tests that we, you know, mm, that we discover today, right? And will be, she's checking you on many levels to, yeah, to make sure that you fit, you know, you pass all of them, you know. She like, she keeps the distance, but it's different from when woman completely not interested in you, you know. You still feel her interest, you know. I don't know. She's into you, you know. You know these things. This is only your gut can tell, you know. If she, I don't know. Sometimes guys just blind. I don't know. I like, you know, you have natural progression in a relationship where she wants to hold your hand, to, you know, she feels very pleasant when you hug her, you know, you kiss each other, right? This is all natural progression, physical progression in a relationship. But sometimes I see just photo of guys, you know, who is like non-stop being scammed. They show me photo, and I just like, and what you see in this photo? She's like embarrassed. She turned her face other direction from him, you know, like, and she her body like, I'm not with him, you know. And so how guys cannot see this, you know? And this is a situation where like guys just like trying to buy her love, you know, just running after her, doing everything she wants, and she just use them because she's not into him, not into relationship. I don't know. She's paper letter, or any kind of those girls who, or she just can be not even there, because normally they even don't show up, because they are not those who talking to you. But anyway, mm, there is a balance, and you need to feel, when you give woman and what you give, you need to feel that she's also into you, and so this is one of the tests she do. And so low quality woman can easily take advantage of you here, and just like who is not even into relationship, just like, I don't know, mm, it's not even low quality woman, it can be, I don't know, in real situation, yeah, it can be just very damaged person, like for example, if woman had the experience where she she goes through, I don't know. Okay, I'll give you example. Like my childhood friend. Okay, she's not watching it, I hope no. She was engaged to man, from Ukrainian man. He lived in France. She spent time with him there, and they was going to get married. And then just before he should fly to her to get married, um, he was he was killed. And so she lose his fiance like 1 week before married, and in a very dramatic way. With a knife he was killed. And of course this this type of like life changing experience, she going through level of pain, like she was for 2 years nonstop crying, and like she didn't want any relation, she loved him so much, and then all this happened. And of course it's caused people to, this level of pain caused them to close their hearts. And so because like it's just like that you cannot handle the second time, if it will happen, and then it creates a lot of fears that it can happen again. And so from that moment, I understand she many years already she live in position where she doesn't give love. She just basically live in position where like she closed her heart, because it's she's afraid to open, because she's afraid of having the same this level of pain, just because. And so she live in it, like she's very beautiful, and she always like have a lot of attention from men. But like I understand she choose now position in life where it's unconsciousness, she's just protecting herself from going again through heartbreaking experience. And so she tell man like, I have she has now daughter, and she like say, I will give all my life to daughter, you can be around me, but I cannot. She's very honest, I cannot give you nothing back. And some men go from to this because from his own reasons, from his own trauma. Okay, but this is very different situation. This is, she's honest, like she's not, she cannot even understand why she behaved like that. I mean, I can understand, because from where she come, because I had the same situation, but it was caused by different reason. But I had the same situation when I closed my heart. But this is different, when you understand it about yourself, or at least like a man know about this. But I know it's never a place of happiness or happy relationship, and you see that woman to do it to any reason, just like her heart is closed, she she's not opening, and you cannot do nothing, and I talk about real women, okay? I don't talk about these scammers or something, who just not into relationship at all. I think you guys need to pursue women that really also, that really, also into you, like you feel this, she, as I said, she keep distance to like to some level. She wants you to still conquer her, but you should feel that she's into you. Okay, so next it's greedy man test. shit test. Uh, Again, started from flowers. She looked in flowers. It's flowers. It's actually tells her a lot. Okay, the bouquet that you bring. This is one thing, right? It just tells her as you find out about how valuable she is for you, how greedy or cheap you are, or even like mm, how attentive you are, or how caring you are. This is a lot of things you make conclusion about, like because you can just like you can buy and you're not greedy, but you just care less about this. For example, you know that she's appreciate flowers. We told you 101 time, and you just like, but in my culture, we don't bring flowers, so like I don't care. And so like and you tell her, I know you want, but in my culture we don't bring, so like why would I be different? So if you even speak like that, this is just like, and tell her, you know I mean, for a lot of them will be turned off. Like if you come and like you want to conquer her heart, and you just like, even on this level, like you don't, like you don't want to do any effort, like even to bring flowers. This is so simple. Like why would she invest her time in like building? Because let's face it, relationship, this is work from both sides always, right? It's it's a team, right? And so if she sees this attitude of, I don't know, just love me who I am, and I just like, I'm good, I'm just a gift for you already. It's very like, can be narcissistic movement. So like she's like, mm-hmm. So guys, flowers, it's not just flowers, it's like bouquet of of conclusions that women do about you when you bring her flowers. So guys, think twice about bringing her one rose or coming without flowers at all. And then again, gifts, right? I don't know if you come from the West, and uh, I don't know, you was in half a year in communication, and you just like bring chocolate, guys. It's kind of, it's. I mean, I know our successful clients. They after if they have like good level of communication, and just like they have intention to meet, and it's definitely like everything work out. They bring some jewelry, some like not expensive, not something breaking. Nobody looks at the brands or something, but just something more than chocolate. Okay, I don't mind nothing about chocolate, but just like when you come person first time you meet, it's nice. It's nice to bring something from, I don't know, from your home. Maybe something that I don't know, that something from place where you live, something. mm, no, we have a lot of traditional things from Ukraine, like for example. And so, and a lot of women, they also brings gifts to a man, like, so it's really not nice when like she bring you more gifts than you bring her. So like it depends also on love language of woman. For me, like gifts, it's last love language. So like for me, it's not really something that important and that I will look at. And but I can tell you that during not first date and not second date, but later, Joseph later, he, you know, he was presenting me some beautiful Swarovski uh, mm, jewelry, and I myself never buy it for myself. Like, so I have the most expensive gifts. That's everything that he presented to me, and it's really nice. It's always like reminder me, I'm wearing. It's always, I have good feelings, like, and um yeah, remind me about, especially if you're in distance relationship and you just like you come, you meet her, and then you fly back, and just like it can be this nice symbolic that left after you left, I don't know, chain or something, and that she's wearing, she's remember about you, like that's additional, like emotional connection that creates between you. So guys, think here, don't be like, don't do nothing like stupid, I don't know, buy for several thousand something don't need. But also I see sometimes our clients, they meet with the lady and they find out that her telephone super old, super broke, and sometimes they present her telephone, which is nice also. Like, I mean, we don't, this is all happened on its own, but it's just like, again, woman feels like, oh, he cares, he wants me, to, like, I don't know if it's like super glitchy or like bad, and just like they feel like, oh, he cares, and this. So all these small things, this is just like huge, huge investment in relationship, because again, this is the way she feel that you cares, um, and yeah, I don't, it's even feels like that you valuable for him as a woman, and so it's always pleasant. Joe, after dating, stop giving me, yeah, present. I don't no one was, yeah, half a year ago. Last time was an accident, not accident, I mean, without reason, but it was very pleasant. It was like, wow, like, I mean, it's always, even I don't have gift language, but if your woman have gift love language, oh my goodness, it means her father was showing her love to her by buying a lot of different gifts. It's like, when I say gifts, it doesn't mean very expensive gifts. Like, as a parent, like you, he was bringing, but it's just like, it's a matter of small way of showing attention to her, small thing that you was thinking about her, you just bring her. And if this is her love language, this is something you definitely want to look at and just like make it very creative. Not no nobody talks about like over breaking budget, but just like something that will work for her, that she will feel like, oh, Joseph brought me one time, it was so pleasant, so like nice, and like I was so happy. And this is not jewelry, okay, was just a mail post with our printed photo of us with the children. And it was so like, I never used it, I didn't send letter to nobody, but it was so creative, so beautiful, so like, um how to say, I don't remember why, when he, yeah. And it's left in Ukraine, it's mail by Ukraine, I can use. But it was so like, nice and romantic, and not expected. So that's what I mean, like, just something creative, it would be nice. And but again, if you date woman with high expectations, and this is her, um, then you need to invest, like, not only in creativeness, but in make it valuable things. Better not to present cheap things. About cheap things, just guys, just be, I don't know. I heard like several situations where man was dating woman, and just they was somewhere, in Europe, and just like in some places where, for example, was expensive, they was buying water, okay, and it's overpriced there. Yeah, it's normal. Because this is just different areas. This is not Walmart, not Kotska. So there is no purpose to, like, complain about like how expensive water. Just buy it and drink it. And so all these things, you just start to talk. This is so simple thing, but you start to talk, and she like, okay, for her it's just water. And she hear you talks about how expensive this is, so it means like for her it's just connection. Okay, you're not secure financially. So think twice about what you think, what you how the way you speak, what's your vocabulary. If there is a lot of things about, like, if woman, I asked my image maker if in 27 years, yeah, about this, if not handsome man but very confident, no problem, can help. But if he's greedy, she say no, we didn't have any client who was greedy and was successful with women. It's just like something that, if guy know he's greedy, it's something for individual work therapy, to work with, because this feature, it's just like, again, it's not about how much money man make, but it's about like mm, when you greedy and the way you speak, everything cheap, and you just tell her, I don't know, she just imagining her, curiosity level go, okay, I will move to this country and then I will have to beg him for like few dollars, and then I will probably will not have money to buy some things that I need for my gigiena, gigiena for my period, stuff. So like she just like, her brain just imagining the craziest things, and she just asking herself why does she need that, she has stable job, for example, in Ukraine, and she live in her apartment, and just like she don't need to beg nobody. And so you don't want to do that, right? So think twice about those things. I don't know, if you come in a restaurant and just like mm, choose restaurant in advance, make sure it's okay within your budget, so you will not have any complaints, or like, I don't know, falling down on the table, from seeing price, or telling her, okay darling, now we just eat coffee here, and then we will go to another place to eat. No, all these things, I mean, she would be all these things can be later, in the relationship, not at first, like first. I mean, what I mean later, when you already couple, and you just find together, come in a restaurant, and you just like have budget, and you know your budget, and you just look at the prices like, okay, maybe we'll eat another place. Yes, but this is when you already couple. But when you have this romantic stage, you have to like think and plan, and just like make sure everything within your budget, so you don't create these insecurities in her head. There is all bunch of restaurants, right, like for different budget, but you don't want to, and it always will be something that will be, will be out of your budget. So don't create a situation, go something, but don't go to McDonald's, please, on the first date and second date. you know if you don't have money to go to like some cozy normal restaurant, cafeteria, I don't know, but then, only McDonald's, then maybe this is journey not for you, because this is will not land also good on her. I personally don't eat McDonald's at all, and I will be very confused if man would brought me to McDonald's for a date. But I don't need a Michelin restaurant. I just need, warm place where we can have some privacy and speak and talk, especially if it's winter, So it's not always like should be restaurants. It's just, it can be walking dates too, and coffee, everything. But first date, normally just create this possibility of, quite nice romantic atmosphere where you can talk. Then you can make future plans to spend time in a different um, different area with different activities. Yeah, but it just, again, it's just something that you build this romance. And yeah, talking about Joe was showing, where is it, our photo from first date. First date. So Joe invited me in a beautiful restaurant in Kiev. I mean, I don't know, this first date, kind of first date yet, because before we was meeting, we was always trying to talk about work, but this was already, we give up, and we was like, it was just personal conversations. And so I understand, I dress myself, even I have this red skirt, my mama has brought it to me here. It's so dear to my heart, all these memories and how it was. And so he invited me in a beautiful, like he think in advance, that we have beautiful view, and just like, create this romantic atmosphere. And I felt like so special, and I feel like I'm princess, and it's really nice. And like, you want to keep those memories, nice. You don't want to keep memories like, he invited me in McDonald's first time, so like, that's how stories start. I mean, maybe some women like McDonald's, I just maybe I'm too. But no, this is fast food. It's not a place for to create romance. That's what my main point. And so there, in this atmosphere, I even broke my rule, and I haven't drink for 8 years alcohol. And I told him I will be drinking water, and he said, "Water? And then I ordered Glintwein, bad influence. And of course, because I didn't drink 8 years, I was very talkative. It was very good test of me for him, probably shit test for him, definitely. But yeah, it just make me very relaxed and nice and just okay, guys. It's very personal, you see. But and then after this he put me in a taxi and just like send me safely home and ask me if I got back home everything good, and we had our first kiss before I left, yeah, in this restaurant. So like I mean, mm, mm. And we met before one two times before, and like you know, if who would try to kiss me before, for example, when it would not just work. I was not there. You guys also need to feel when it's like right moment and just create this moment. Just don't expect somebody will create it for you. This is you who like leading relationship, and women follow you. If you prepare, again, if you prepare like restaurant and plan to go on like some, you have plan how to spend day, and then woman told you, no, I want to go this way. It's just very strange, I would say. And just like Mm, normally it wouldn't be not a case, unless you're in Kiev and you date scammer and she wants to bring you to another restaurant where she will get pay back. That's what can happen. But normally she was always happy when you have plan, and I know that woman very unhappy when you. Well, now if you meet in different areas, so woman unhappy when like she asks you what we're gonna do, and she say like whatever you want, like you do, you basically, it sounds for her you now organize, like, and she's just like, no, I want to follow man, like, I want him to have plan, and just like, I will be joining this plan. But so this is for her like big turn off. So guys, plan your trips, plan your romance, plan your things, it creates this beautiful story. Because as I said, at this stage is when you conquer her heart, and all these small things she read into in between, in everything, to understand you, because you very very unknown person from her, from very far away, from another country with another culture, and just like she has like more reasons to do more serious tasks to you. Okay. And so the last one test, it's she's asking you about your previous relationship. Um, Normally she wouldn't ask you on a first date, but it can happen. And so try to tell her as little as possible about your ex. As little as possible. Did you hear me, guys? Not all your life story and about your ex, all details, but as little as possible. And then definitely do not talk about your ex by your own initiative. Okay, I know you like to tell everything, but it's just not something that you want to bring up, in the first uh, in the beginning of relationship. It's basically taboo in Slavic culture, But if it happened, if somehow it touched, or she asked, I don't know, maybe because of her, insecurities and her past relationship, I don't know, maybe she was in very abusive relationship and she wants just to ask you and look in her eyes, why your relationship finished. But trust me, she will make a lot of conclusions from the way you answer. And if you will be talking bad about your ex, mm, mm, it will work against you in one, to say in one way. A lot of Ukrainian, I mean, a lot of Ukrainian women, they people generally, they have this perception of like two people. Relationship is always two people, so there is no purpose to like blame no one. There is always situation that created together, right? It's just like you're going through things together. So like I understand you have. you have your end point why they end up, but then, I believe there was something good, otherwise you wouldn't be in this relationship. So there is not purpose to go, we call it in Ukraine, to go and dig into dirty underwear, and just search in there. So no purpose to uh talk bad, just like, she was a nice person, but we just not for each other, whatever, or like we just don't need to compliment her even, like, but definitely it can be natural, but definitely not a bad mouth in her. It's a sign of a woman always like that, it will be the same with her, like, if you were in a relationship and definitely were sometimes happy there, otherwise you wouldn't be there. um and at some point, something went wrong. There's no purpose to bring up all this, you know to this new relationship. Just leave it there. And it's also a sign for her, if you like nonstop talking about this, just like your date is finished now, you switch completely to your ex, and everything she's done to you, it's just clearly, don't need to be psychology here to understand that you didn't overcome her, and you're still there, you're in pain, and you're not ready. And a lot of women, they don't want to be that, this next person who will just be your pillow that you will cry on, they don't want this. So if you find yourself, you always like talk about, you just like you there, it's just like it's not, you didn't overcome it. You need to first, I don't know, for some people it takes years, it depends on the situation, what happened, but also, need help of specialists who will help you to, if you if it's very new, of course you have like, stages of uh, mm, that you need to live through. But if it's very old and you're still stuck there, you need help, definitely. And so it will be this, your speech, non-stop speech about your ex, it just will be ruined your relationship. There will be no place for new relationship, because in your head you will be still talking about your ex, and you didn't pass it. So that's, guys, what I want to tell from McDonald's. I'm let's talk about. Okay, guys. Okay. Guys shouldn't complain about how much it cost, but just please a woman and pay attention to her. I should pick a restaurant that should be decent restaurant with good quality food. Yes, definitely. I mean, there is always will be restaurant with was not budgeted you expect, so just don't go there, so you don't have this conversation, you will not have this, falling down under table. So yeah, just plan those things, guys. You don't want to create this situation. Oi, everybody here. So guys, I'm preparing for my birthday. I hope I just wanted to actually get well finally tomorrow, and I don't know if the warm room will be streamed or no. You will see probably on the channel. Finally, it's for now it's scheduled, but it's most likely will be Joe, but I just don't know if how he will feel by tomorrow. Okay, because he is really even worse than me, and like we all here working in circle. And I just want to remind you that we have running auction, and we will have in description below all details about this. So no, we will write. It's there already. So make sure you're aware of that, and you're welcome to participate.
The ultimate purpose of this live stream is to hold another no-holds-barred auction. And some lucky bachelor is gonna win our ultimate matchmaking package that past clients have paid 10 grand for. But now you can practically steal it for pennies on the dollar. So here's what the high bidder's gonna win. 2 years of unlimited dating to meet as many of our 1,147 high-quality Ukrainian beauties as you want. Over, as I say, a 2-year period. Your own personal matchmaker to help you find the best lady for you. Unlimited success coaching with one of our superstar coaches. Okay, let the bidding continue.
Okay. And so also one more. You can write me final questions now, and I will answer on shit test. If you've experienced something and just not sure, I will be happy to answer you on comments. And while you will think and type me, I want to remind you that our Ukraine dating.tv channel is back. And so we will be adding more streamers while we will have more support. And so if you don't know what is that, it's an incredible platform where, average Ukrainian lady streaming for you. You can ask him about bullshit. Sorry. About this shit test. And the same, if it's true, everything that I talk, you will find a lot of commonalities, like if not everything the same, about their perception, just because to show you and you will have different ages and different ages of women, and so it helps you to understand and to learn Ukrainian culture and to understand if this journey for you. Okay, it's here.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my god. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at ukrainedating.tv.
Yeah, then there is some of our ladies, match guarantee ladies streaming there, and so it's super easy to understand, to from her streaming to basically understand woman. You know her very good, from I'm streaming, you becoming knowing me more and more. There's a lot of you can ask any question, so you can also date these women. You can send your flowers, and she might like you back, and just we'll be in touch with you. Who knows, maybe this is one of your maybe this is your future relationship there. I don't know. So there is so guys, there is no questions, and I guess I hope you learn a lot on this stream. And just as I said, nobody do purposely you any tests, but we do all of us, and the same as you do unconsciously, to understand if that's your person or no. And so there should be matches on many levels, and it's normal. And you need to make sure you invest your time with the right person, building something meaningful. And so, as always, guys, I just wish you to find your soulmate. And if you are considering, by the way, I'm just the more I'm in this industry, seeing that I don't know really good agency, and that's why I'm happy to promote our services, because I'm just in shock what's going on there. Even I understand as a Ukrainian person, I just okay, at least I know we created this company as a great alternative for you guys to to be able to build, decent, great, real, international marriage. And so that's what we're doing. We have serious ladies who, come with us with the intention to find a future husband. And so if you guys that, considering this journey for you, and you just, I don't know, have questions about how we can help you and what's your possibility to be successful, how realistic your request, you're welcome to come on a free matchmaking consultation, and we'll be happy to answer all your questions. Okay. I was happy to see you today, and I guess I see you on Friday. Tomorrow we'll be having birthday girl. Okay, take care. Bye.
The ultimate purpose of this live stream is to hold another no-holds-barred auction. And some lucky bachelor is going to win our ultimate matchmaking package that past clients have paid 10 grand for. But now you can practically steal it for pennies on the dollar. So here's what the high bidder is going to win. 2 years of unlimited dating to meet as many of our 1,147 high-quality Ukrainian beauties as you want over, as I say, a 2-year period. Your own personal matchmaker to help you find the best lady for you. Unlimited success coaching with one of our superstar coaches. Okay, let the bidding continue.
When you know, and for me, I knew at that point. So I popped the question in the lounge of a family home, and she said yes.
Never stop to dream about something. If you really want to do something and want to receive something in your life, everything is possible. Yeah.
Just gotta do it.
It doesn't matter from which country we are. It's just we find out each other. Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose that we are out there. We are soulmates. Yeah. And then just to wish happy to everyone who will join, who will apply to your agency and something like this. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Very happy, eh?
I would have paid more knowing that I was going to be with this amazingly loving, incredible woman. So it's a cheap price on what you're thinking you're going to be spending for the rest of your life on the woman you're with. What you're going to waste going down different other avenues and just keep on spinning the wheels.
So was it worth it?
Totally worth it, because 3-4 years I was looking, and here in 2 weeks I got more results than I got in 2 years in Canada. So it says a lot, right?
I came for 6 days. My very first date, we hit it off and have been like this ever since.
Match Guarantee definitely delivered. I had a wonderful experience from day one, and I can't be happier really with the decision to go ahead and give it a try.
The expense of Match Guarantee is money well spent. It's a guarantee that you'll find somebody, and you'll also be able to do so in a very reasonable period of time.
So let's see, in total I went on around, it was 10 first dates. They were all incredibly beautiful, so much more than their photos. Compared to back home, yeah, I'm definitely out of my league.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, obviously. I feel like I hit out of my league, personally. I feel like Maria's 9 to 10. I think she's absolutely stunning. Like she's insanely gorgeous.
Match Guarantee found me my perfect lady, and it's worked out really, really well for me. I don't believe that I could have found a person like Olga. I don't think that ladies with her values exist anymore in England.
What I liked about the agency was that I wasn't smothered. They didn't try to mother me or direct me. They made introductions. It was just very natural.
Actually, it wound up that one of the ladies that Titania had suggested is the one that worked out right with me, because when I met her, I knew she was the right lady for me to be with. I just highly recommend the services of Match Guarantee, because their purpose seems to be to match people and not just go with this fantasy world.
Joe and Match Guarantee made everything happen for me, and I couldn't be happier with where I'm at right now.
You know, I felt kind of crazy, but I went, you know what, I'm going to do it, because, you know, I think I'm worth it. I don't spend a lot on myself, but, you know, I have to move forward and find a relationship.
I saw you on YouTube and I just had the feeling you were genuine and it was real. We are making plans for the future and I see a future with Natalia in it, yes.
Working with Match Guarantee is actually less cost, is much more efficient, and you have a good process on the way where you actually will be successful in your search.
I was surprised. I was very inundated with the amount of ladies that I was going to meet. Very, very beautiful women.
Don't be super cautious. Relax, especially trust Joe. Personally, I can put my stamp of approval.
Met some quality women, two of whom that I have a real connection with.
Few words about Match Guarantee, like it's really awesome. It's value for money. I can say that for sure, because it's not just matchmaking, it's coaching. That's the core, that's the cream of the whole cake.
I've enjoyed it from, like I said, from start to finish. The girls seem like they're a lot more genuine. You can tell that the fraud or the fakeness that I've experienced in the past it isn't there.
They've done a wonderful job for me. So far, I can close my eyes and I can tell Joe, find me a girl, and I can trust a girl.
First of all, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was real, so I had to come here first to meet you, know you're real or not. I came and met Joe, and I was impressed by him and Tatiana and Olga and the website and how organized and the connections with the ladies. So I had no hesitation whatsoever, and I'm glad to. It's worth it, and worth a lot more than that, yes.
But it was well worth it to find the right person that I can hopefully spend the rest of my life with, and I've got no real complaints, and I wouldn't hesitate to do it again.
Of course it's worth it. You're investing in yourself. You're not purchasing a car that you trade in the future or something frivolous. You're investing in your life, a life partner, as a matter of fact. So how can you say investing in yourself isn't worth your entire life being happy with someone?
Joe, Anna, and Jana, and Luba, they're invested. They want you to be happy. They want to find happiness. I know they're happy for me. I can feel their warmth when I talk to them. So I'm speaking from experience. They made me into a better me. They helped me get to where I am. They brought me and Irina together. The quality of women, and like I said, you saw the different women I went. They weren't mine, but they could be yours. They could be your match. But you're never going to know unless you get out of your comfort zone and stop talking about it and just do it.
The coaching and the quality of the girls are definitely top notch.
You guys are screening, so you're eliminating the wheat from the chaff.
I'm so thankful and grateful for you because the stuff you do is so real and it's beautiful.
If you're looking for a decent, honest company that will help you find the one, Match Guarantee, it's a perfect choice.
I think it's definitely worth it. You invest into your future family and make sure you're happy with your whole life.
Very, very overwhelming experience to this point. I could not have asked for more. It's been a great, great experience.
I am utmost thankful and grateful to Joseph and his team for the counseling. Match Guarantee led me down the right path. You're doing it for more than just the fees you received. You really want to help people.
The opportunity to meet a variety of different great women in just a little over a week's time, and to establish something meaningful with a girl who has incredible model-like beauty as well as a lot of depth of character. She speaks 4 different languages. She's very intelligent and family-oriented. It's quite a bargain at that rate, as far as I'm concerned.
For me, the hardest part was looking past the beauty and actually finding someone who I want to marry and be with the rest of my life.
So at the end of the day, I couldn't be more happy with this investing in myself and my future.
Stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people.
Now I would have invested 10 times more for the love of my life.
Match Guarantee is a very authentic, genuine agency. The intent of Match Guarantee is to help foreign men find true love. I'm very happy to be a client of Match Guarantee, and I've had a very good experience.
Give Joe a chance, and you'll be very happy.
Match Guarantee is the real deal. Match Guarantee kicks ass.
And guys, one more update. On Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be interview with one of our couple. It's Steve and Maria. Yeah, thank you. And so he's going to make a proposal, and so then after proposal, they will also go live with us. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, press notification bell, so you will not miss out on these exciting episodes of us. Okay. Thank you for being with us. Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. You're welcome to join to this nice, beautiful, romantic, encouraging, uplifting, beautiful story of our clients. Okay, Steve and Maria. Thank you for being with me today. Wish you all the best. See you on Friday. Me personally on Friday, but Joe might be tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Depends how she feel. Bye-bye.